The Center for Empowerment and Justice had its grand opening on Saturday, where nearly 50 people visited to learn more about the center and how they can get involved. The Center for Empowerment and Justice is a place to assist people in the community, especially those who have been in prison or who have family in prison.
The idea of coming together with the center is bringing people together who have concerns and issues and trying to help them to get the help that they need to empower themselves so that we can stop some of this foolishness that's going on.
Denise Blair, a social work student from SIU, says a place like this is a great way to bring the community together.
The whole idea of social justice, empowerment, advocacy is a big important part of a community together. So when I heard there was a center opening for it, I was like, oh, let me stop by.
SIU faculty also supported the opening, and one professor found a way to connect the center's ideas to her classroom.
Yes, I was so excited. One of my students was here today, yeah. And we're going to be having Reverend Logwood and Mr. Chapman come to my class to speak to my students about their social action work.
Although the center is an outlet to provide assistance to community members, one of the founders explains how this is only the beginning.
Today is an important day to open the center, but it's really a baby step in compared to what our challenge is. We're not here to impose our ideas of what the community needs on the community.
When the center opens, it will hold classes and workshops to teach people skills such as computer literacy, resume writing, and job training. The center will start operations on April 11th and will be open throughout the week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings and Saturday afternoons. Live in the newsroom, I'm Tierra Carpenter.
We have news of one more possible cutback. This one out of an academic department at SIU. The Africana Studies Department is one of several majors at risk of being cut from the university because they are not meeting the requirements of the Illinois Board of Higher Education. New standards will go into effect in fall 2017, making it so departments are required to have at least 40 students majoring in the program, with at least an average of 9 graduates each year over a 3-year period. The department currently has 7 students majoring in Africana Studies, 4 who are double majors, which the IBHE does not count towards the numbers. John Flowers spoke to me about the lack of students supporting the department.
Generally, Africana Studies as a course of study can be beneficial no matter what major you have, but Africana Studies can only succeed with the support of not just the institution, but the students, right? So if students are not taking Africana Studies courses, then it does not demonstrate to the institution that Africana Studies is valuable, when it's extremely valuable given our present social situation.
SIU's debate team finished second in the National Parliamentary Debate Association Championship held last Saturday through Monday. This is the 6th time in 9 years SIU has advanced to the championship and the first time in 3 years that the team has failed to place first in a championship.
I think we exceeded all expectations. From the beginning of the year, when we had 2 18-year-olds on the team, one was a freshman, one was a community college transfer, and we had lost our national champions from last year due to graduation, I think we expected it to be a rebuilding year.
Graham is a presidential primary analyst for CNN. SIU has won a national championship for each of the last 4 decades.
There was a sit-in held today in the lobby of the Chancellor's office where about 20 students met to state their demands for a professor who specializes in Africana and African American philosophy. A PhD student studying philosophy who was on the hiring committee, Jonathan Flowers, said the department has been trying to get a professor in this position for the last 10 years, and this is the first year they had approval to conduct a search and interview applicants. A letter from the group of demonstrators said given the racial climate on our campus and others shows one reason why this professor should be hired. Live from the newsroom, I'm Tierra Carpenter. The potential new grading system implements a plus-minus grading scale. The campus may join at least 5 other state schools in using that system if the Senate and the administration pass the proposal. Co-chair of the Faculty Senate's Undergraduate Education Policy Committee, Stacy Slobada, said the proposal would be a good change for the university, making SIU more equal with what other universities are doing and helping with communication between faculty and students. 306 people responded to a survey open to all faculty members, and 69% said they would use the grading scale if implemented. Some students think the decision should be left up to teachers, while others think the students should have been given more of an input. I'm Tierra Carpenter in the newsroom, and here are some of the stories making news this Monday afternoon. Jefferson County man Joshua Boldry is accused of trying to run down a sheriff's deputy with his car after police were called to a home on a report of battery. Boldry is now in jail on multiple charges, including attempted murder and child endangerment. At least 10 law enforcement agencies in Illinois are looking to the internet to raise money to buy body cameras for officers. Palmyra, South Pekin, and East St. Louis are 3 of the 10 departments known to have signed up for free on bodycameradonations.com to receive donations for the devices. The departments are buying the cameras from the body camera company Wolfcom for $250 each. 1 person was killed and 2 were seriously injured in a car crash on I-57 near Mount Vernon this morning. State police say the crash occurred after a driver from South Bend, Indiana, lost control of her SUV and flipped into the median. The SUV had 3 passengers, including 2 who weren't wearing seatbelts. 1 of these passengers was killed, while 1 is seriously injured along with the vehicle's driver. That wraps up our quick look at what's making news now. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at River Region News and on our website, riverregionnews.wordpress.com. I'm Tierra Carpenter.